Indestructible Darby Allin. Gabe Kidd wants a fight. He's going to get one. Wow. Here comes the world champ.
Your collision main event is an all-star trios match set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first from Warner Brothers Studios, the same 7 at Warner Brothers Studios. She is the AEW Women's World Champion, Timeless Toni Storm.
You see the fans. Nigel, there are stars and there are stars, but this lady right now is the biggest star in all of wrestling, and she is timeless.
Often imitated, never replicated, wildly lauded as the greatest AEW Women's Champion of all time. Her timeless reign may be endless after putting down a challenge of Athena at Forbidden Door, and also one of her tag team partners here tonight on your screen right now.
Next, from Tokyo, Japan, she is the Ring of Honor Interim Women's World Television Champion, Mina Shirakawa.
Mina, now of course, the interim Ring of Honor World Television Champion, making her way here to the ring. She and Toni Storm together have certainly had their problems with two ladies we're going to be seeing here a little bit later.
Unfinished business with Billie Starkz, one of their opponents here tonight. Can they put any sort of bones of contention aside and focus on Athena's minion? We're about to find out.
And from Guinea, West Africa, Queen Aminata.
Queen Aminata, who has certainly had her share of a lot of success here in AEW. We go back to Collision earlier this year, a win over Julia Hart. Her first win over a current or former AEW champion, may be the biggest win of her career.
And then the win last night at Death Before Dishonor as a former Ring of Honor Pure champion. The first women's Ring of Honor Pure match. Statuesque Aminata picking up a victory, and that certainly will put her in good stead.
And their opponents, first from Louisville, Kentucky, Billie Starkz.
Very young to very talented Billie Starkz, coming out with a broad smile on her face, and was talking about the problems that Mina Shirakawa and Toni Storm have had with Billie Starkz. And of course, she's the minion of Ring of Honor Women's World Champ Athena. Billie in this matchup.
Also in the Ring of Honor Women's Pure title tournament. By the pricking of my thumbs, something wicked this way comes.
Joining her, Sky Blue and Julia Hart.
Two members of the Triangle of Madness. Nigel.
Another one conspicuous by her absence there on your screen. Toxic Tekla and Forbidden Door. It was a chaotic matchup as the Triangle of Madness, highly effective. There on the outside was Nightingale turning things around, but ultimately it'll be Megan Bay who would pick up the victory over Harley Cameron with the Liger Bomb. So much depth, so much conflict in the women's division. Hard to pick a time in AEW history has been this much talent in one division, and right at the top of her game, arguably, timeless Toni Storm.
A lot of people very angry at the Triangle of Madness. We saw earlier with Jamie Hayter going up against Tekla, that fight that was backstage here. Queen Aminata, we know her long-time displeasure, a hate for Tekla. And also understand, Chris Stanley and Willow Nightingale separately each went to Tony Khan and said they would like to get into a match with the Triangle of Madness. Be it a singles match, be it a tag team match, whatever.
All 4 women there, unfinished business with the Triangle of Madness, whereas Aminata will have the first-hand attempt to resolve it in this match.
Had a 1 count that time. Needless to say, all this just has to point to the impact that Triangle Madness have made here in AEW since forming the alliance.
Been a vociferous triumvirate.
So many stories in this matchup, so many in the women's division. We heard earlier, of course, from Alex Windsor and her problems with Mercedes Moné. And look at this, just bending the ankle or the wrist, the arm back.
And did you hear there the chants for Toni? Toni Storm. Not for you, Toni, so don't get any ideas.
Oh, don't worry, I know who they're chanting for here. Here comes Billie Starkz.
Anyone ever cheered for you?
No, well, big forearm shot. My wife cheers for me every other Friday. Forearm shot.
It cheers when you leave. Oh, wait a second. Oof.
Well, looked like a cutter that time, but came right down across her knee. Billie Starkz, so talented for such a young age. But a backbreaker by the champion of the world. And a tag. And here comes Mina Shirakawa.
And that response for the vivacious and buxom Shirakawa. Yeah.
And Mina, of course, has come across Billie Starkz many times. Look at that teamwork. And they covered 1, 2. She actually did a tornado off the back of the world champ. How about that for some maneuvering? And here comes Queen Aminata. You mentioned that
Mina wants to see Billie Starkz punished after she got involved in the world title match last night. Looking for some payback, as is Aminata. We'll see here. Hold on a second.
Yeah, inside cradle 1, 2. Great maneuver that time by Starkz. Starkz lunges for a tag. And Aminata and Julia, we talked about that big win that Aminata had over Julia earlier this year, and a pickup.
Well, it was a great trilogy matches, actually.
Absolutely. Those 2 ladies had. The Triangle and Aminata butting heads once again. And a snap suplex. As we talked about what happened earlier, you saw it earlier with Jamie Hayter and Tekla. Look at this.
Nelson all the way around.
That's all. How about that from Queen Aminata? Something different. Something spectacular. The fans.
Who wants some chocolate kisses?
They want to see it. Counting right along with Julia. And Toni Storm cuts off Sky Blue. And now Mina has got, outside goes Billie Starkz.
Shirakawa and Storm making sure that Aminata can focus on her opponent, but Aminata, watch this.
Holding for the hip attack. Great teamwork by the world champion, Mina, and Queen Aminata with a PK.
Oh boy.
Clear out. Mina's going to take flight. Apparently.
Here it is.
Up on top. They chant Mina. She goes.
Oh, Shirakawa.
Clears them out. This match continues on Collision Live from Philadelphia.
How about that?
I love my job.
What are you doing with those singles?
Well,
That is not that type of dance.
No, I'm talking about being so close to the action. What has been going on in the women's division? Such great athletes.
You're a married man.
You're right. That does not stop me loving wrestling. Oh, my. And especially here.
Something about AEW. Oh, wow.
Sky Blue holding on to Queen Aminata. enabling Julia Hart to take an advantage here. Watch this. You know, we talked about between these two ladies the problems that exist, and you are seeing one come to fruition right here.
Julia Hart with the full mount now elects for a rear chinlock. The statuesque Aminata gets back to her feet.
Head first, turnbuckle pad, and here comes Sky Blue.
So aggressive. We really have seen an uptick in the motivation, the self-belief of Sky Blue since her allegiance with Julia Hart. Ironically, after Hart had blown that mist in the face of Sky Blue.
I was just thinking about that, how that really changed Sky Blue's, I don't know, her approach to wrestling.
Her attitude.
Her attitude, absolutely.
Yep. The mist certainly didn't miss when it came to the attitude of Sky Blue. Right here now, a simple rear chin lock from Sky Blue. Got to try to push forward. Got to fold the rib cage of your opponent, make it very difficult to get a breath in. Saps your energy. Without oxygen, there is no energy, Tony.
Thank you there,
Dr. McGuinness.
Dr. Nigel. Anything else you want to tell me about the anatomy?
Not
no,
on
never
air.
mind.
Not on air. Right now, the anatomy of Queen Aminata being used against her. Oof. Julia Hart just waiting patiently in the corner. Oof. Mule kick takes down Aminata.
And Julia Hart picks up from that. Hear the chant of Julia. What a successful young lady she has been. And just a mere baby in terms of wrestling.
Mr. Toddler.
The 2300 Arena, the legendary arena here in Philadelphia, the home of AEW.
Whoa.
Here in the month, end of August, into September. Queen Aminata out of desperation. With a great maneuver, the world champion Mina, they won a tag. They do on the other end. The Triangle of Madness and Billie Starkz. Women's wrestling at its best in this all-star trios match.
Serendipitously for Aminata, she ended up closest to her corner, only mere feet away.
Tag.
There's the tag.
Here comes the world champion. Comes Sky Blue with a shotgun drop kick. She goes down. Another one for the world champ. So much animosity. Look at this. You're seeing it happen. A right cross, and look at that. Waves her finger. Shakes her finger at Billie Starkz into a German suplex. She is wanting to hit the tag. She's got to go in position.
Oh, oh, you all adore.
Oh, how about that?
A slut you can't rebut.
A drop toe hold sends Julia Hart crashing into her triangle partner, and now Julia Hart down. How about this roll? 1, 2. Sky Blue almost pinned the world champion there. Pick up. Oof. Short power bomb.
Cover, the official distracted.
1 down. Billie Starkz to the PK right between the shoulder blades.
Whoa.
Rolling elbow shot by Mina. Julia Hart, leg trip. Sends her down.
The heart's been bloodied up. A little bit of claret coming out the nose.
Queen Aminata big and strong. Oh, she goes down on a swinging neck breaker from Sky Blue. Action everywhere here.
We knew this was going to be a hard-hitting main event here on Collision. They always are.
But what makes it even harder is the animosity. The storylines with all these women. What the Triangle of Madness have done to the women's division, and Toni Storm lays it out. There you see the blood from the nose of the former TBS champ Julia Hart.
A vampiric look on the face of Hart, tasting her own blood. Not sure if she likes it or not.
Fans, there you see what's coming up this coming Wednesday. Tickets available at AEWTIX.com. We are right back here at AEW 2300 at the 2300 Arena. And of course, this
Look at this.
Tag is made.
Oh, almost reticent there for a second, seeing the blood, but electing to tag in. Hart nonetheless.
Reversal into the ropes. Sling blade that time from Mina. Catches the leg. Back elbow, leg trip by Mina Shirakawa. The interim Ring of Honor Women's Television Champ.
Oh, wow, that's some creative offense.
How about that?
From a cloverleaf position right into the backstabber, inverted.
Fans chanting Mina, Mina. Oh, gets called with a forearm shot. Roll up. 1, 2. Only a 2 count. We saw a fight break out earlier between Jamie Hayter and Tekla, and that's just the beginning of the fight that we are seeing tonight here at the 2300 Arena.
There it is, the second time tonight we've seen this figure 4. Oh, but wait a second, look at this on the outside. Storm Aminata there with Billie Starkz. Meanwhile, back in the center of the ring,
the Queen and the Champ working in.
Julia Hart has reversed the figure 4, so now the pressure on the knees of Shirakawa.
And a roll to the ropes, calling for the break is Mike Posey.
How tough is Julia Hart? May have a broken nose, but nonetheless, doggedly pushing on.
Yeah, you can tell that her leg is bothering her as well, but she stays in the ring. Mina's fighting off 2 women here. Here comes Billie Starkz. She'll make a blind tag. Mina's waiting for it right now. Look at this. Mina ducks low. Billie Starkz flies. Oh, back elbow got Billie Starkz in the side of the head.
Wait a second, could be looking for the glamorous Mina.
That's it. Down goes Starkz to the cover. 1, 2, it's over.
Here are your winners, Queen Aminata, Toni Storm, and Mina Shirakawa.
Exactly what we expected, a fight. And wait a minute.
Oh, you want to fight? Toxic Tekla. Oh, and Aminata now bringing the fight back.
Aminata and the Spider have had their problems. There's no doubt about it. And look at this. Tekla hammering Queen Aminata.
Itsy bitsy Spider climbed up the water spout.
And right now,
Bit off your arm and
Toni Storm fighting back, but the numbers may be too great.
spat your fingers out.
Right now, the Triangle of Madness working over the world champion. As you can see, Mina is down. Look at this. Reverse suplex. Thrust kick.
The 3 points of a pentagram. The Spider poised.
2 strike, and here she goes. Spearing the world champ, but they're not done. What are they trying to prove here, Nigel?
They're trying to prove their domination.
We get it, we understand.
I'm convinced. Oh, and again.
Down goes Mina. They have cleaned the ring of the Triangle of Madness. Tekla coming in after the match. And now holding up Mina with another spear. And hovering over.
They're not done yet. Aminata going to suffer the same treatment by the looks of things.
Not done. Queen Aminata goes down.
Whoa. Certainly conspicuous by her absence, Jamie Hayter.
Look at the face.
Oh, the spear. No way Jamie Hayter's anywhere within the arena, otherwise she'd be out here now.
Yeah, right there, she just speared her rival, did Tekla. Queen Aminata is down. Look at the bodies. The Triangle of Madness. The domination continues here in All Elite Wrestling, including the world champion down. You think people are not after that women's world title? Julia Hart, bloody nose like you said, not deterred at all. These three have made so many enemies in AEW, including tonight the Women's World Champ, but they're all down. They are all down from the Triangle of Madness. What a night it's been, and what a night it will be this coming Wednesday right here in Philadelphia. We are live back here at the 2300 Arena on HBO Max, and of course live on TBS on Wednesday.